The hell? Oh, that's why. What the? Does that mean the game's not playable?
See what you got.
No, it's not even showing that.
Match ready. Select your fighters. Rom, Jimori, you select. Yasuo. Select your fuse. Choose your destination. No second guesses. Ready. Let's go.
Now get back!
Happy birthday.
Heart on fire! Now get back! Try this. Try this.
Monster. Face the wind. Face the wind. Again. Face the wind.
Oh, that was good.
Down below!
Jeez, Jinx got better in this patch.
Now get back! Unleash! Unleash! Heart on fire! Now get back! Unleash!
Nice.
Now get back! Now get back! Heart on fire!
Oh,
Now
that,
get back!
that's unfortunate.
Heart on fire!
KO. Ready.
Stand down.
Let's go.
Face the wind. Again. Face the wind. Face the wind. Yeah. Get those. I wound you.
Oh, good tag.
One. Two.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Stand down. Face the wind.
Oh. Oh yeah, because it hits the thing.
I am
Tag.
Unleash! Feel this! Now get back! Unleash! Heart on fire! Now get back! Now get back! Now get back! Try this. Now get back!
No! Level 3! What? Where did that trap come from? Nope.
Now get back!
Knockout. Outboxing eternity itself. Ari wins.
It's not always good to have Ari as a point character.
You are like me.
You ready?
Squishy.
Let's go.
Now get back!
Okay.
Stand down. Face the wind. Face the wind. Face the wind. Face the wind. To the wind.
Feel this!
Too late.
Now get back! Unleash!
Face the wind. Face the wind. Face the wind. Yes.
Oh, I thought he went over me. Oh. Oh, that's how the trap got behind me.
Heart on fire!
Smacked it.
Try this.
It's not gonna work. Oh, I stopped blocking. I tried to dash out before the second hit to punish it.
Let's go.
Now get back! 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 Unleash! Heart on fire! Now get back! Unleash! Now get back! Unleash!
Oh, get mix. Hold that mix.
Now get back! Unleash! Heart on fire! Now get
Oh no.
KO.
Haha.
Ready. Let's go.
Oh.
Heart on fire! Try this.
No. Oh no, I didn't press up.
Heart on fire!
To the wind. Face the wind. Face the wind.
Oh, that was good. I'll run.
Face the wind.
Yeah, that goes full screen when I have the wind up.
Face the wind.
Shoot him if you got
Shoot
him.
him if you got him. That's fine. No. Yep.
Hear the trumpets of victory blast! Jinx wins!
You are like me. You hurt the people you love.
Go.
Ready!
Stand down.
Let's go!
Face the wind. Cut down. To the wind.
Feel this. Now get back. Now get back.
No, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, reset. Get reset.
Heart on fire.
Too late. Shoot.
Face the wind. Cut down.
Good pacing.
This here, bounty hunt! Mess with them! You get the horn!
Good grab, dude. I gotta pay attention that he has that ice shield.
You get the horn!
Now get back. Heart on fire. Try this.
What the hell? I didn't even see Jinx back there. I'm dead.
Knockout! Ready! Let's go!
Now get back. Heart on fire. Now get back.
To the wind.
Dude, I'm gonna start learning Braum. He got really good in the new patch.
Mess with them! You get the horn! One, two!
Yep.
He holds the door to doom! Braum wins! Ready! Let's go!
Now get back. Try this.
Braum and Jinx is really tricky.
Now get back. Heart on fire.
Face the wind. Face the wind. Face the wind.
Oh. I got mixed. What a good jump back.
Now get back. Now Unleash! Heart on fire! Now get back! Heart on fire!
But I won't be able to beat Jinx. Like, well, she's got level 3, so I gotta be careful with that. Level 3.
It still works!
Ready. Let's go.
Now go!
Wake up, grab.
Don't like this. Now get back! Heart on fire! Now get back! Unleash! Heart on fire!
In fire! 1, 2, whoa! All the little ones! Hurry up! Whoa!
Now get back! Now get back! Unleash! Feel this!
I missed? Oh, he didn't block. Even though I missed.
Now get back! Now get back!
All the little ones! Hurry up!
He holds the door to doom.
Fair enough.
Braum wins.
Alright, what is going on? Everybody's like, why are you playing video games? If there's an if where is Google Chrome? Where is
And this is from November the 29th, right? With Trump is focused on pitting people.
what is this? Rebel Damn full cover, originally by SB19. Oh, it's 4 females.
Pero alam mo naman, dahil may laki talaga. Sumaisi, kahit na ano pa yan, combine me. What you gonna do pag may dumating na maitim na ulap ako kikiligin. Kung tutok sa positibo ay baka lang mapraning. Kasi pag realidad na ang harang agad nagising.
Anong pakiramdam pumanik sa walang hanggang hagdan? Di pa sa padamdam ang katapusan ang lahat ng iyong sinimula. Dito sa kindipo, lahat inipo.
Interesting.
Kahit na di ba nadamdadi ko, kahit nagusan. Tandam ko ng kamalasan ay nakabo.
Kita ba sa ginang mata ang mga bagay na hindi mo nakikita? Akala ko pag ako'y nangarap, gusto lamang di patitira. Eto na, huwag ang panghahirayan.
Bago ko pagkawalan isang katanungan, anong pakiramdam, anong pakiramdam?
Bakit ba nagkaganto ang daming tukso? Bawat hakbang laging may kulay. Baka malas di ko ganito mapa. Dito lang ako, kasalanan.
Is this AI? What is the thing? What does the thing say? This cover was purely for entertainment purposes, not for profit. It says members Ingi, JJ, Alicia, and Tara, so they must be, it's not AI then. Okay, cool. Oh, in their pinned comment it says, we'd like to clarify this cover is sung by us, the real people, not, or using our own real voices. It is not AI generated. Okay, fair enough. It's really good.
Kung lahat ng tao lang upay sa paggusto.
Keep throwing out 2 cents. I'm all ears with 2 hands. What niyo kung harmonin bilang maksiga susunod. Yeah, so please cause I'm the great, the best pessimist and y'all cannot contest. Races don't excite me, not the finest. Kasi bombard is Everest.
Everest.
Parang hahawakan ng pangarap. Kung ano-duwa ka lang sa bahama. Heto na, kailangan mong maniwala. Kasalang sinimula, mananatiling kang walang alam sa pakiramdam. Bakit ba nagkaganto? Ang daming tukso. Bawat hakbang laging may gulo. Baka malas.
Sis, hello, sissy. Hi, Mr. J. Can't stay yet. I'll probably be back later. Hope you're okay. I'm good. I'll be here. Thank you for stopping by.
Bakit ba nagkaganto ang daming tukso? Bawat hakbang laging may gulo. Baka malas
Yow.
di ko galing tumakbo. Dito lang ako, kasalanan kong lahat ito. Lang humpay sa paggusto. Anong pakiramdam? Anong pakiramdam? Anong pakiramdam? Anong pakiramdam? Humpay sa paggusto.
I like it. I like the reason why I asked if I had to check to see if it was like AI generated is because I thought it was really cool but very specific that they were doing the little raspy parts that Ken has and that Pablo has, and they were doing it really like well. Like if you notice right away, right when Ken comes in at the beginning, I mean she's coming in with that real gravel, you know,
Sisag, pero alam mo naman, dahil laki talaga. Sa mais, kahinaan na payag
Because right after Josh's part.
kang bite me. What you gonna do pag may dumating na maitim na ulap ako kikiligin. Kung tutok sa positibo ay baka lang mapraning. Kasi pag realidad na ang harang agad nagising.
Right here. When he says, now song. Or when she says, I'm sorry.
Sa positibo ay baka lang mapraning. Kasi pag realidad na ang harang agad nagising. Anong pakiramdam pumanik sa walang hanggang hagdan? Di pa sa padamdam magkatapusan ang lahat ng iyong sinimulan.
Dito sa aking ipo, lahat inipon. Kahit nang iba na damdadi ko, kahit nagusan. Tanggap ko ng kamalasan ay nakabo.
Kita ba sa aking mga mata ang mga bagay na hindi mo nakikita? Akala kapag ako'y nangarap, kaso lamang di patitira. Eto na, buwan ng mga hiraya.
Bago ko pagkawalan isang katanungan, anong pakiramdam ang pakiramdam?
Bakit ba nagkaganto? Hanggang nindog sa bawat hakbang.
It's good. I like it. Gotta be brave to cover something like that. What the frick? Content creators speak out against ICE. Come on, shut up. Wait, did I already look at this? I think I already looked at this. Let's see.
To continue to tell that story. So now we've got two Minnesotans dead. We didn't had time to start telling Renee's story of a poet and a mother and a bright spirit, and now we're telling Alex's story. So my question is, what's the plan, Donald Trump? What is the plan?
What are you talking about?
What do we need to do to get these federal agents out of our state? You
How about start enforcing the law in your own state? If no one's in here requesting stuff, I'm gonna watch what's on the news.
thought fear, violence, and chaos is what you wanted from us?
Shut
And you
up.
clearly underestimated the people of this state and nation. We are tired, but we're resolved. We're peaceful, but we'll never forget. We're angry, but we won't give up hope. And above all else, we are clearly unified. If it was the intention of Donald Trump to make an example of Minnesota, then I'm damn proud of the example that the world's seeing. We believe in law and order in this state. We believe in peace. And we believe that Donald Trump needs to pull these 3,000 untrained agents out of Minnesota before they kill another person. And we're up here telling another story of a Minnesotan just trying to live their life without the interference.
Stop resisting arrest. Stop impeding federal investigations. How about that? Oh my gosh, did this dude seriously talk for 33 minutes? My goodness.
Interference. To Americans who are watching this right now, and I don't know, maybe you're watching it with curiosity, bewilderment, horror, scorn.
No, I'm watching it to see how many lies you tell. Or truths. We could just turn over a new leaf, but no, I'm here to call out your lies. Is that a Somalian flag right here? What the frick? I'll have to look that up afterwards, 'cause isn't it supposed to be the Minnesota flag next to the American flag? Why is this Somali? Doesn't the Somalian flag have that that blue with the white star on it, I think? I might be wrong. I'll look at it after this frickin' retard's done talking.
Or sympathy. I've got a question for all of you. What side do you want to be on? The side of
The side of justice. The side of liberty and justice.
an all-powerful federal government that can kill, injure, menace, and kidnap its citizens off the streets?
It's not happening.
Or on the
Hyperbolic language like kidnapping is used to create an emotional response to the brain dead people who watch this crap.
federal government that can kill, injure, menace, and kidnap its citizens off the streets? Or on the side of a nurse at the VA hospital who died bearing witness to such government? Or the side of a mother whose last words were, "I'm not mad at you"?
What's the rest of the story there, Mr. Tim Walls?
The side of tens of thousands of peaceful citizens who showed up to march when the wind chill was 40 below because they love this state and they love this country.
No, because they're stupid.
You're allowed to decide at any point that you're not with this anymore. If you voted for this administration, heck, even if you thought Operation Metro Surge was a good idea, sounded like the thing to do a month ago, you're still allowed to look at what's happening here in Minnesota and say, this isn't what I voted for and this isn't what I want. I ask you not to stand by idly. Speak out, share what you're seeing, and urge others to put politics aside. We're no longer having a political debate, we're having a moral debate. We all want secure borders and immigration enforcement that prioritizes criminals. And I want to thank the press, especially the local press, who has done a deep dive to show that's exactly what Minnesota does. But what you're
Really?
seeing is not common sense, lawful, or humane enforcement. That's not what this occupation is about. Let me say our conversation should not be about, and I know we get asked of what we're doing on there, how many state patrol or police or National Guard I can put on the street. This isn't about how many people I can put on the street. It's about how many of these people, these ICE agents and whoever else was thrown into this unholy mess, how many Donald Trump can get out of here. Minnesotans, you've won the hearts and minds of people across this country, and you've done it through your peaceful, resolved defense of your neighbors and the Constitution. So once again, Minnesotans, stay peaceful, stay safe. Change is coming.
Do I really have to? Do I really have to bring up all the clips of ICE and federal law enforcement agencies being attacked in Minnesota? Rocks, and I'm not talking like little rocks, like big chunks of concrete, bricks thrown at their vehicles. Not just in Minneapolis, though. I think when they rolled into DC, maybe they started doing that too. I don't remember. That was a little while ago. But you're known for burning down your own city. It happened in 2020. Come on.
And we can feel it. But this fight still goes on. And I'm just glad today to be joined in person because it's someone who's been at the side of Minnesotans throughout this and through every other thing we've gone through over the last 7 years. Someone who we describe as the people's lawyer, someone who is fighting this battle for the Constitution, for the safety of Minnesotans in courts every single day. I want to give this over to Attorney General Keith Ellison to talk a little bit about what's going on with the state on some of the lawsuits and what our expectations are in the coming days. Attorney General.
Thank you, Governor. Governor Walz, thank you for your excellent leadership during this very, very difficult time. This unprecedented time, Governor, because quite honestly, there's never been a deployment.
You know what's crazy? More federal ICE agents have been sent to red states, and red states have deported far more people. It's nearly triple or more than the blue states. Yet you don't have all this random nonsense of ICE attacking peaceful unarmed protesters. You don't see that in Texas or Florida.
Of immigration agents this size in the history of the United States. There have been times in American history where they've deported a lot of people, but a concentrated deployment of ICE agents in one state in one period of time is unprecedented. And therefore, there's no playbook. And therefore,
No, didn't they do this in D.C. and Chicago and Philadelphia? What are you talking about? What is the what? These people are so dishonest. They're acting like this is the only place this has happened. Like, what are we even talking about in here? They're so dishonest.
where nobody knows exactly how to deal with this situation, but it is unique and particularly puzzling, given that Minnesota does not have the highest immigration in the United States, given that Minnesota has a very, very professional community of law enforcement professionals who are taking care of the safety of our state, given the fact that the Department of Corrections, pursuant to state law, hands over people who ICE is looking for and they have proper paperwork for. Given all of that, this is a very curious situation and would reasonably lead someone to ask why. So let me talk about Alex Preddy. Alex Preddy was a nurse at the VA. I happen to have a son who's 31 years old who spent 5.
Now they're doing an appeal to emotion. He was a young man, and I have a son. It's all smoke and mirrors to... It's called appeal to emotions.
5 years in the United States military as a combat medic.
Shut
Toward the end
up.
of his deployment and the end of his service, he wanted to go into nursing, and so he did. And ended up getting an RN degree and works in the healthcare system here in Minnesota. And when he was at work today and last night, he said, look, my colleagues were crying and in tears, and they took this hit to one of their own very personally. And he said, I did too. He said, I didn't find myself shedding tears.
Sure, I mean, that there's nothing wrong with, like, if you know somebody or if it's a family member. Like, if one of my family members just started. Well, I do have some people in my family that are on the left, so if one of my relatives that are on the left went out and did something silly and got themselves pew-pewed for effing around and finding out, I would be sad and I would mourn their loss, you know. But I would still tell the truth and be like, yeah, my sister or my cousin or whatever fictional person you want to name, insert whatever relative here. If I will also be like honest and say, it's sad. I'm sad that my relative is gone, right? But I'll be like, but they effed around and found out. They what's the saying? They played stupid games and they won stupid prizes. And I'm not necessarily talking ill of the deceased. I'm just talking truths. My only point is sure, if this district attorney, this DA's son is a combat medic, or sorry, combat veteran and now a nurse, and he says, yeah, my son said that all the nurses that knew him and stuff were crying. Yeah, it's perfectly like normal thing to feel when someone you know or care about passes away. He was probably a nice person, good for most about most things probably. However, he did get into an altercation with federal investigators, put his hands on federal investigators, fought with him, resisted arrest. You can't do that.
But I could have, because I just was brokenhearted, because I know the service that he and the love and compassion he puts into taking care of the people he took care of at the VA. It's an intensive care nurse, a kind, compassionate person to friend and family, described by coworkers as the first person who would jump in to help. He was our neighbor, and he should still be with us right now.
But he isn't.
So let me just note that Superintendent Drew Evans of the BCA, another exemplary professional in our state, he is the BCA is the state's investigative agency, and it is their job to investigate crime. They have a specialized unit to investigate the use of force cases. They arrived on site after the shooting and were refused access. They then secured a judicial warrant, a warrant signed by a judge, which has never been needed before, and were still refused access. This is a
Well, what happened to what Tim Walz said yesterday at his press conference? His exact words were, they just pew-pewed a man, made a mess, and then left, and left us with the mess that we had. The local law enforcement, we had to clean up their mess. But now he's saying they wouldn't even let us have access to the scene afterwards. Which is it? Were you denied access, or did they pop, smoke, and leave, and you guys took over the investigation? Which is it? Which is it? I'm waiting for someone to give me that answer. Talking out both sides of your mouth.
uncharted territory.
Idiot.
Now, friends, this comes at the tail end of other offenses, like a shooting in North Minneapolis and another homicide in South Minneapolis, Renee Nicole Good, where they also were denied access to the scene, and investigators are, to this moment, still being denied access to the
You're lying.
investigative file. This is not a rash decision for us to go to court and to seek a temporary restraining order from a judge to preserve evidence and prevent the destruction of evidence. I don't care if you're conservative, liberal, or whatever, but you should at least be in favor of conserving evidence in a homicide. And to have to go get an order from a judge to preserve that evidence is extraordinary and should alarm everyone who believes in equal justice under the law and who believes that every person, no matter how this case ultimately is resolved, deserves to have their case investigated to get to the truth of what happened. This is an extraordinary moment in an unprecedented time, and we're doing all we can to step up to that moment. My office represents the BCA and joined the Hennepin County Attorney's Office in a lawsuit last night, as you know, and we moved to prevent the destruction and or tampering with evidence related to Alex Pretty's shooting. And this includes any evidence to federal
Wait, say that again?
evidence related to, no. And we moved to prevent the destruction and or tampering with evidence related to Alex Pretty.
Why would you have to even make a move for them not to tamper with evidence? What are you talking about? What evidence is there really to tamper with? There's all the phone recordings from all the civilians. That's all been thrown out on Twitter or whatever they call it, X now, or and there were 2 weapons fired. One was from the aggressor's weapon. I'm not saying the aggressor fired the weapon at police officers. That's not what I'm saying. Because I've seen video evidence this morning that shows that the first round went off. It did come out of, what's his name? His name's Pretty. So Pretty's weapon was the first one to discharge, but it was discharged because it's a Sig Sauer, which the model is known for. I mean, I call it negligent discharge because that's what we call it in the military, but you know what I mean. They're going off without warning. And then there was like one Border Patrol agent who got spooked, I guess, because someone said gun, and then they got the weapon away from Pretty, and then it went off, and then that was all like in like 2-second time span, right? And then as everyone scattered, one of them like mag dumped, I think, into the guy after. I don't know. Oh, my point is, sorry, I got off on a tangent because I was looking at the chat. Sorry. Why would you have to put a motion in for them not to tamper with the evidence? They're federal law enforcement. They're not going to tamper with the evidence. Idiot.
Shooting. And this includes any evidence to federal agents.
Oh, you're fine, sissy. I've been doing a bunch of random things on stream today. I can't figure it. Are the ads back? I've addressed this 1,000 times. I'm sorry. I've clicked it. I've turned it off. YouTube's been automatically turning them on without my consent. I apologize. I went on a tangent about it yesterday. And I'll actually show you a clip from someone I follow who's been having the same issues.
Took from the scene of the shooting, preventing the state authorities from inspecting it. We've never had to do anything like this before.
You didn't have to this time, idiot.
Never before. We filed that motion last night and for a temporary restraining order asking the court to take immediate action to preserve the evidence. And last night, within 2 hours of the filing, a judge granted the motion.
Yeah, because he thought it was silly that it had to be.
The Department of Homeland Security and the federal government are now enjoined from destroying or altering evidence related to yesterday's shooting. The fact that anyone would ever think that an agent of the federal government might even think about doing such a thing was completely unforeseeable only a few weeks ago. Yeah. But now, this is what we have to do.
Why?
As we said in our filing last night, the irreparable was completely unforeseeable only a few weeks ago.
So okay, I wanted to rewind that and make sure I heard it right. So you're saying just a few weeks ago, you could have trusted the federal government to not mishandle evidence, is what you're saying. But now 2 weeks later, because there's been 2 or 3 ICE-related pew-pews. That doesn't make any sense.
But now, this is what we have to do.
It is not what you. It's just you're just
As we said
doing
in our
it.
filing last night, the irreparable harm we would suffer if the federal government were allowed to destroy evidence is so weighty that any harm to the federal government does not even budge the scales in a court balancing of the scales. It's imperative that we preserve as much evidence as possible so that the state investigators are allowed to access the evidence to ensure a fair, thorough investigation. And I will say, I've heard not one single law enforcement or investigative agent in the state of Minnesota say that they won't share information with the federal government. I've heard quite the opposite from the federal government. Now, Operation Metro Surge.
What do you
as
mean?
I noted when I
Wait,
started,
wait. You can't just make a statement and not back it up. You
information with the federal government. I've heard quite the opposite from the federal government.
You've heard quite the opposite. What did they
Federal
say? Though?
government in the state of Minnesota say that they won't share information. Or investigative agent in the state of Minnesota say that they won't share information with the federal government. I've heard quite the opposite. Minnesota say that they won't share information with the federal government. I've heard quite the opposite from the federal government. Now, Operation Metro Surge. As I noted when I started, this appears to be the largest single deployment or surge of
You
immigration
already
agents
said
in the
that
history of the
no one
country.
cares.
And as a result, tremendous damage has been inflicted upon our state. We've had 2 killings within 2 weeks and an additional non-lethal shooting. We've had countless numbers of people who have been stopped and had the demand for their papers, to have to show their papers in America. We've had door-to-door knocks where people have their homes barged into without cause of right. And
You don't need it. They don't. The federal agent. Thank you, Sissy. Give me a second, Sissy. Thank you.
we've had stores have to shutter, students not going to school. We've had a reduction in employees going to their job sites. We've had jobs being, little markets being shut down, restaurants being
No, people are not going to schools and not going to work because you all are lying to the people, saying if you go to school and if you go to work, then the government is going to kidnap you. You guys are pushing this narrative. You've said kidnap 3 times in this press conference, and it's only 11 minutes in. You use scare tactics and fear-mongering to push your own people into this false sense of fear. You absolute imbecile. I can't take much more of this idiot. I might have to stop.
interfered with. We've had a countless number of harms. And so we took the action of suing the federal government over Operation Metro Surge. And tomorrow morning,
And guess what? That's going to get you a whole lot of nothing.
I'm going to be in federal court with my team arguing for a restraining order against Operation Metro Surge. I filed this case almost 2 weeks ago, and this will be our first hearing. The lawsuit we filed is one that is caused by the unprecedented nature of this surge. It is a novel abuse of the Constitution that we're looking at right now. No one can remember a time when we've seen something like this, when a state
When a state has an unprecedented amount of federal agents. Okay, we get it. You said it 1,000 times, bro.
can marshal facts to show that our targeting is not based on excessive amounts of undocumented immigrants or anything like that, but we're targeted because of politics, which violates our First Amendment rights.
No, you're targeted because of the Quality Leering Center. You guys haven't leered anything from Nick Shirley, you idiot. Hundreds of millions of dollars of fraud by Somali daycares with no children in it. I mean, are you just blind or ignorant? Both, probably.
The 10th Amendment, which we are entitled as a state to equal sovereignty, and we have been denied that. The federal government is literally commandeering and coercing the state of Minnesota to bend to its will, which is the prerogative of the people of the state of Minnesota. Let me remind everyone.
I know what you're saying, Sissy. It's just, I watch this on my free time and get mad about it. So, why not? Like, take for example, I'll do a music stream, and then when I get done with my stream, I'll go and watch this kind of stuff on my own time. So why not do both? Because this is going on the other channel.
Let me take everybody.
But I get what you're saying. I know this is kind of hard for people who've been watching this show for 4 years. You guys don't like it when my blood pressure goes up. You're not used to seeing me get this. But yeah, I watch this stuff and it gets my blood boiling on my free time, and so I'm gonna be putting it on my other channel.
Back to 8th grade civics. The states predate the United States and came into the Union preserving their rights as states to be the states that the citizens of those states want them to be within a constitutional framework. It is at the fundamental, it is in the DNA of American history that the federal government cannot trample over the prerogatives of the state. And that is exactly what is happening here, and that is exactly why we're going to court. This surge has drained local law enforcement time and resources. Jacob Fry, if he were here, could tell you that they've spent north of $2 million on overtime responding to ICE. They damage our economy, hurt our education system, and terrorize community members.
All right,
it must stop, and tomorrow is a big step.
I'm done. I want to watch something that's worth a dang. So I'll just say cut, 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 so I know to cut this. Because, well, I won't say cut. What I'll say is I'm not going to continue to watch this because it's just the same 3 idiots repeating the same nonsense narrative that has been proven wrong. And then, yeah, if you let me know what you think in the comments, whatever, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the stuff. Cut. It's just not fun to see you in this state. I know. The weekend is, so then maybe I'll just do like political and maybe I'll just do political and current event stream stuff during the week. Is that better, Sissy? I could do that for you. I could do that for you, Sissy. I could keep politics and current events to weekday streams, because Sissy says weekends are for relaxing.
This next
and
song
chilling.
is the definition of daddy issues. Please give it up for Amir Talai and Jeremy Jordan singing Hell's Greatest Daddy.
Looks like you could use some help from the big boss of hell himself. Check it out, he's got reviews on Yelp. A 5-star flawless, straight to the great, with a punch of a pentagram. A whap bap boom, I like Kazam. Easily a trap sacrificial lamb. But you get the failure rate. Take that. Who needs a busboy now that you got the chef? Michelin tasting menu free a la carte. I'll rig the game for you because of the wrath. Champagne fountains, caviar mountains, that's just the start. Who's been hissing who's been faithful as a nun, who makes us talk away that old time.
Oh, there he is.
Your executive producer. I'm your guy, your day-to-day, your chum, your steadfast hotelier. Remember when I fixed their clothes today? I'm truly honored that we built such a bond. You're like the child that I wish that I had.
What?
I'll care for you just like a daughter I spawned.
Hold on now.
It's a little funny. You could almost call me Dad. They say when you're looking for assistance, it's smart to pick the path of least resistance.
Others say that in your needy hour, there is no substitute for pure angelic power.
Who just happens to also be your blood. Sadly, there are times a birth parent is a dud. They say the family you choose is better.
What a bunch of losers.
Will you butt out of my song?
Your song, I started this.
I'm singing it. I'll finish it.
Are you tacky piece of...
I look you all were babies for me. I'm here. What a gas. Took a while, but I'm present at last. It's me, Foxy.
Who?
They were so excited to see him come out. Moxie! Moxie! I actually didn't know that was a thing. Has been Hotel live on Broadway. I literally did not know that was a thing. But it's very cool to see. And I'm a big Moxie fan, so there is that.
Sure, Dan, at first he was there.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to write that down. Is that on Prime Video? You can see the whole show on Prime Video. Okay, cool. That's what I was about to ask you. That's funny. That's funny. I was just about to ask you, but yeah, I need to write that down. No, I have not watched the second season. I've been more worried. I've been working on like my diet and exercise mostly lately. Like I almost eat zero meat. And the little bit of meat I do have is very little. The Broadway show contains songs from season 2. Yeah, I mostly, since I lived in Korea for so many years, I know how to cook a lot of Korean stuff. And so I've mostly been eating rice and kimchi, seaweed, seaweed paper. I don't know what they call them in the United States. Like, here, I'll show you. So like, this is like a whole sheet of it, but obviously you wouldn't use a whole sheet to do a lot of things. But this sheet of seaweed, you can do a lot with it. Like if I go and make some rice, I could put like rice on here, put kimchi in there, and then put a few pieces of Spam in it, and then kind of just like fold it, and then I have a perfect rice ball. It's just an example. These, you can do a lot with these. I use these to season stuff with as well. So yeah, it's basically just like kimchi, rice, and my own personal recipe of ramen that I like to make. It's basically regular ramen, just really spicy. Well, not really spicy, but with some spice in it. But it also has gochujang, which is like, I don't know how to explain it. I think it's like technically Korean chili paste. It's called gochujang. So basically I get a pot, and I put water in it, and then I just throw some pieces of Spam in the water as it's coming to a boil. I grab like a handful, not a handful, but like some kimchi. I throw it in there. I take the gochujang. I spray a whole bunch of that in there. Crack one full egg in there. And then take about 3 strips of the seaweed and put it down in there too in the water, because all of that, it kind of imitates because I don't have fish sauce because I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm surprised that I could find gochujang, but I can't find fish sauce. I don't have an Asian market in the middle of nowhere. But I'll order it offline. But for now, it's fine. I just throw some to get that kind of fishy taste in there. Why wouldn't you think it would be? Hi, Dasha. I said yesterday that I was going to stream today, I thought. Maybe I didn't. But hi. Hello. Dobre utra. No, that's good morning. Anyways, I throw, oh, anyways, I let that come to a boil, and then I basically just throw the thing in. The noodles in. But from time to time, I add something new to my, like, it's basically a form of, like, ramen / a form of kimchi stew. I'm kind of, like, I'm kind of mixing 2 Korean foods together, because I'm kind of making kimchi jjigae, but I'm also making ramen, so, like, yeah. I'll eventually start adding more, because it's going to be my own. But yeah, the little bit of meat I do have is the little bit of spam that I put in there. Spam has the consistency of like tofu almost. So the texture is a little weird, but it's very good to cook with. And now that I really don't eat meat anymore and I eat more clean stuff, and well, I only use like 10 ingredients all day. No. Spokojnej noche. No. Spokojnej noche. Spokojnej noche. Da? Хорошо? Thank you, Sissy.
We are such a fan of this next song by our incredible Sam Haft and Andrew Undenberg. Give it up one more time for Kamiko. Yes. And now, please welcome to the stage, singing Gravity, Jessica.
Spokojnej noche. I don't know how to say it in French.
Does no one know who you're dealing with? Think I'll let it go, forget and forgive. The rage in me is terminal.
Oh, this is season 2.
There's no remedy but to burn them all. I still get a job to do.
Because the angels and stuff.
My mission's incomplete. Only a traitor could consider making peace. The princess has to pay for what she did that day, for what she took away. Storms coming, I can see the clouds. No running's gonna save you now, and all pain is gonna fall down like gravity, like gravity. Eye for an eye says you won't be a dead. Blood and blood gonna get my hand when the blood's coming.
Oh.
Like gravity, like gravity. You think you're hell's great savior? Will you still when I return the favor? Take the one you need, make you watch her bleed. Will you break thinking how you couldn't save her? Wishing you were there when they needed you. The only soul who's ever completed you. Maybe then you'll get a little heated too, and understand that this is what I need to do. Storms coming, I can see the clouds. No running's gonna save you now, and all rain is gonna fall down like gravity, like gravity. Eye for an eye since you won't be a dead. Blood to men's blood gonna get my hands where the blood's coming. Now you can't bet on tragedy, like gravity.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Spokojnej noche. Here, let me say it slower. Spokojnej noche. Yeah, I think I'm right. Spokojnej noche. I don't know. That's my favorite. Not my favorite, but it's up there. It has a good like it's really easy to like it's a catchy song. And that's good. It's very cold. How do I say that in Russian? It is very cold here. So cold. So here is like is this. So Achin ho Achin Holadno is this Ochin Hladno. Is this Ochin Hladno? Is this Ochin Hladno? I'm proud. Wait. Let's see if I said that right.
Здесь очень холодно.
Холодно. Холодно.
Здесь очень холодно.
Is this очень холодно?
Здесь очень холодно.
Холодно. Очень?
Здесь очень холодно.
Очень. Is this очень холодно? You want to know what one of my tabs open are? One of my tabs I have open is this one. Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. This is just like for me learning like words in Russian and stuff.
Весь is the male form. So you think that you've got a handle on Russian. But then you run into two little words that seem identical. Все and всё. You know they both mean something like all, everything, but are they...
Yeah, like всё means like everything. So like everything is fine is like всё хорошо. Всё means like everything.
Really different? And why does it sometimes change to всего, всем, всём? If that...
Oh, like всем привет. That means like everybody, I think. Instead of like everything, I think всем means like everybody, whereas всё means like everything, I think. That's how I remember it, I think.
That confusion sounds familiar. You're in the right place. I'm going to break down the crucial...
Like все is everybody, so всем like всем хорошо or no всем привет is like hello everybody, right? Whereas всё is like everything, is like всё хорошо is like everything is fine rather than whatever. I don't know what it is here. It's like negative something. I'm an American, so I don't know what the... Here, let me just ask. Yeah. Всем привет is like hello everybody, where Всё хорошо is like everything is fine. Minus suka. Wait, I think that was actually good to do. -3 to C. It's negative. Oh, you can see it up here. It's negative 19.444. What the frick, bro? Oh, numlock must not be on. That's Asuka. Is this negative 19C? Anyways, other than that, all I really eat nowadays is like in the morning, I'll eat a Greek yogurt. After I work out, I'll eat a Greek yogurt, a banana, a protein shake, and maybe a small oatmeal. And then I don't really eat during the day, and then I don't know. I'm just one of those people, like, I don't live to eat, I eat to live, so da. Da, because it's like -3 Fahrenheit. So Celsius would be -19C. Oh, what I was saying is, so I wake up, I take my pre-workout supplement stuff. I do my workout. After my workout, because you have to, and I'm not trying to get bulky, but I do know that to gain some muscle, you have to feed your muscles after you work them. And so directly after my workout, I have 3 Greek yogurt, which has, it has some sugar, which is actually good for a spike of glucose at the end of a workout, but it's also got like protein. The banana is full of vitamins, and potassium and stuff like that. And then the protein shake, I just use Muscle Milk chocolate, just the regular, that has vitamins and minerals in it as well. Niet. It did not snow. Niet. Bro, what am I even talking about? Yeah, so I've just been spending like the past month just working on myself, making myself better. Somehow no, it did not snow. Thank you, Sissy. Sissy's like, I don't care about what you eat.
I know all of us have
Shut
seen
up.
the videos.
Shut up! Sorry, I clicked on a tab that had something. Oh. Are you serious? Can I stop clicking on the wrong tab? Actually, let's just use this tab to search for it. I'm so sorry that that happened. No, come on.
There's an endless stream of passion filled in hundreds of bugs. If you love the stench of just wait till you smell our rugs. Cause people far from kiss and come on their butts. Fun and when they do, I get to tell it, clean it up. What? Hypodermic needles left all over the place. And our rats have grown immune to being sprayed by.
Yeah. I feel, I feel like less bloated, now that I don't eat the meat. I'm not against eating meat. I'm not against it. I'll eat just about anything. I'm not a picky eater. But if it makes me feel better in the long run to just eat something that's similar to meat, then I don't have a problem with it. But since it does make me genuinely feel better, you know what I mean? Like if I eat, what I'm saying is I can eat a crap ton of that garbage that I just told you, you know, with all the Korean stuff in it. I can eat that until I'm absolutely stuffed. And it's literally just like some vegetables and water and some spices and some, like, it's not really, and you know, rice is super filling. And that, how do you think Korean women stay so skinny? Is because I basically am on a Korean diet right now. Wait, let me rewind this.
There's an endless stream of passion filled in hundreds of bugs. If you love the stench of just wait till you smell our rugs. Cause people far from kiss and come on their butts. Fun and when they do, I get to tell it, clean it up. What? Hypodermic needles left all over the place. And our rats have grown immune to being sprayed by me. So I gotta take my knife and stab them all in the face. And now they treat me like they're queen because I'm covered in rat blood. Magical land, hotel of my dreams. Disgusting as ugliest building that I've ever seen. And I get to clean it up.
Nifty, what are you doing?
Help me!
Can you help differently?
Okay! ホテルは本当にとても素敵です。チャリはとても優しい時です。彼女は成功すると信じて。
She just switches to Japanese. Oh. This is perfect.
Building that I've ever seen. And I get to clean it up.
Nifty, what are you doing?
Help me!
Can you help differently?
Okay! ホテルは本当にとても素敵です。チャリは
Nifty in Japanese is so great.
Help differently?
Okay! ホテルは本当にとても素敵です。チャリはとても優しい時です。彼女は成功すると信じています。とても大好きです。Keep cool! 会社は trash! そして彼らは asshole! でも私はまた夢を信じてます。私は clean it up!
Watashi wa clean it up. Oh, Nifty. Oh my gosh.
また夢を信じてます。私は clean it up! Yes!
And that's why the hotel is good,
Good.
right? Yay!
Bro. That's funny. And that's why we love Nifty. Yeah, but he's a young growing boy. He needs to eat a lot of stuff. When you're that young, Like, take for example, when I was in my 20s, which was 1,000 years ago, when I was in my 20s and I was in the army, I would eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Because when you're that young and you're very, very active, you know, like I was a soldier or whatever, like, I mean, you need to replace those calories somehow, bro. I wrote down season 2. I also wrote down Broadway. I'm trying to think of where I know Nifty's voice actor from. Like, that voice actress, like, every time I see her, it's always in reference to Hazbin Hotel, but I can't put a finger on why I know her. Her voice and her face just like it's like you know, you get that feeling like you've like when you see someone, you're like, I know who that person is. Yakun, what up, G? Hello, Mr. J. Happy New Year. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Happy New Year. I miss you. Been a while. Yeah, I took some time off. I came back yesterday. I think I streamed for like 6 hours yesterday. I may be being hyperbolic, but there was at least 4 hours, I think. Let's look. How are you, Yakun? Five hours yesterday. Yesterday was my first day back. Haven't made any videos yet, though. I've just been streaming. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really like streaming more than I like making videos. Streaming just seems to go a lot smoother. Like, for the first, like, 30 minutes, I just sat here and played 2XKO and minded my own business. And nobody said a word in the chat. But then when I stopped and I started watching something else, people started talking. And now here we are, almost 2 hours in. See, I gotta find a good way. Well, I mean, I know how to do it. It's just I gotta find a better way of streaming basically all my content and then chopping up the streams, you know, because I've done it before. You know, one thing I learned a lot this year is I really love streaming. Because if you remember, I streamed like... I was streaming for like 9 hours a day at one point. Remember that? So what I learned this year of being a content creator is I really love doing streams. And long, I like doing long streams too, you know? Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna stream and take another 5 hours of your time today. Yesterday was, you know, my first day back or whatever. But I enjoy streaming more than I do making videos. So what I basically am gonna start doing is just streaming every day. Yeah, Sissy, my longest stream was 9.5 hours. It was almost 10 hours, wasn't it? Let me look. Yeah, 9 hours and 3 minutes and 58 seconds. The next stream was 8 hours, 39 minutes and 27 seconds. So basically 9 hours. The next day. Oh yeah. Dasha was there because she went to bed and woke up and I was still streaming. Good morning. Hey, Yakun, have you seen this? I was watching this earlier in the stream. Have you seen this? This is pretty cool. And apparently it's not AI. I checked to make sure, but this is really cool. Golly, that's loud in these headphones. Oh, this is ugly. Can be like me then again. Oh, there's a mighty see. Come bite me. What you gonna do? Do what you gonna say?
Anong pakiramdam pumanik sa walang hanggang hagdan? Di pa sa padamdam ang katapusan ang lahat ng iyong sinimula. Dito sa kindipo, lahat inipo. Kahit na ibang nadamdadi ko, kahit nagusan. Tanggap ko ng kamalasan ay nakabo. Kita ba sa ginang mata ang mga bagay na hindi mo nakikita? Ang kalawa kapag ako'y nangarap, kaso ko lamang di patitira.
Eto na.
Bakit ba nagkaganto? Ang daming tuksa, bawat hakbang laging magmula. Pagkamalas,
I didn't see this yet. What's their name? Their name is Rebel. Here, I'll type it in the chat. It's just REBE. It's in the chat. It's really, really good. It's these 4 females. They look maybe Korean. Pablo and the control the 2 hands. I'm all hands with 2 hands like no gun to a new man. Like the bliss cause I'm the best, pessimist and you're the test. Praise the tone, it's like not the famous, got the gold, but this ever had. You noticed how the females, I'll put the thing in the chat. You notice how the reason why I had to make sure this wasn't AI is because, thank you, Sissy. The reason why, because well, 1, because it's so good, but 2, they like matched when Pablo and Ken when Pablo and Ken went to, their kind of raspy part in their voice. She hit it, the girl hit it so good that hit the raspiness so good. I had to be like, holy crap, I had to check to make sure it wasn't AI, and it's not AI, it's those 4 girls. It actually says in the commented pin, or the pin comment, they're like, look, it's not AI. We're just covering the song. When did this come out? One month ago? Yeah, I took like a month off, so it makes sense that I haven't seen this. Okay. Okay, cool, but I'm ready for it. Ooh, that's a very short song. Come on. You guys would much rather watch me live than in 10-minute segments. Come on, dude. Oh yeah, I'm a tech person. I always know there are certain things that are giveaways, but there are certain things where it's like I need to make sure that my eyes and my ears are hearing and seeing the same thing. Okay, I feel like this is gonna be a very like kind of deep, very sad song.
Welcome to this sad generation. The sad generation.
You know, before I get into this, I'll tell you one big reason I'll tell you one big reason, and then I'll just, and you guys can think it's pathetic if you want. But the main reason why I stopped making videos for a month was because I had spent like the third consecutive, or maybe more, Christmas and birthday alone. And this like fourth year or whatever of me spending my Christmas and my birthday absolutely alone, it kind of got to me, and I got a little sad for like a week. So there's that. The loneliness finally got to me, and I had to kind of like disconnect and kind of get my head right, you know, but I also did the dieting and thing. But the main reason was the being in the middle of nowhere, in being alone, because my you know, this is it's been a year since Apollo passed, so there was that. So, you know, it was a year since Apollo passed. It's like the fourth year I've spent alone on my birthday and on Christmas, and it finally just got to me. And that's the honest truth. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it or whatever, but that's the truth. I got very sad because the loneliness has finally gotten to me. And I didn't want to start blubbering on stream about it, so I just gave myself time. Because I knew you guys would be here. But that's the other part. I was just working on myself because I realized I've been alone for a very long time, and it sucked. But I didn't want to project that onto y'all. I don't like the subtle noose in the background. Actually, it's in every shot in a different position. That's interesting. Wait. This is a lyric video. This is I gotta lock in. Lock in, boys and girl. I gotta lock in. Something wrong with me. Do I need help? Saying it's fine. Depression on my life. Do I need help? So in to be depressed, so cool to be obsessed. There's a million different pills that you're popping in your chest. How you gonna end it with a gun or a knife? There's a million different ways to take a life. I just blame depression, digital obsession, all this fucking He's talking about the same stuff I was talking about yesterday. He's saying basically that social media is evil.
But who will blame God? I can't blame myself cause I'm a product of my mind. How am I gonna end it with you going nowhere now? There's a million different ways to do it to us. I just blame depression, digital obsession, all this fucking pressure. One more victim, welcome to this sad generation. Kill me, why don't you just kill me? That would be too easy. One more victim, welcome to this sad generation. The sad generation. Sad generation. The sad generation. Welcome to the sad generation.
It's a good song. Very straight and to the point. Why is this way the frick over here? Why not Chris? What? Sorry, let me move this so I can actually read it. Why not Christmas and birthday with my family? Because most of my family are either not with us anymore, as in took the big dirt nap, like, I think I only have like one grandma that is even still alive. One. But she's so very, very old that she's, you know, her mind's gone. She's healthy, well, for as healthy as I guess you can be at like 93 years old, but she doesn't know where she is all half the time. Both my parents are gone. My brother is driving a truck all the time. No, don't be sorry. It was a perfectly fine answer. Or, I mean, it was a perfectly fine question for you to ask me. Yeah, it's just like, so, like, we all, like, family used to go, like, basically to, like, my mom's house, right? Like, for every Christmas and every, Thanksgiving, right? But after mom and dad passed away, like, no one, I guess, picked up that mantle because grandparents are gone. A lot. And I haven't seen any of my aunts and uncles for a million years. I mean, I haven't even Like last time I knew where my aunts lived, I think one lived in like Colorado and one lived in Arizona. But this was a long time ago. This was when their mother, my grandmother, was still alive, and that lady passed away several years ago as well. So, but from what I understand, they've obviously moved, I think, but I don't know where. Have I watched Tahanan by The Boys yet? No, I haven't. I have like I think I have like 3 or 4 videos of SB19 that I still have yet to watch. I can tell you which ones. I can tell you which ones. Because even though I took a month off, I was still like adding stuff to my stuff to watch playlist. I have on my list SB19 performs 8-ton ball live at the Wish Bus USA. Oh, really? At the USA Wish Bus? I guess I didn't notice that when I saved it to the playlist. So I have the 8-ton ball. Hopefully it has the new dance break in it. That would be awesome. And then I have SB19 New Year's Eve performance, BGC New Year's Eve performance. Do I not have that on here? I have SB19 Akon 2025 dance rehearsal video. Oh, the rehearsal video of the new dance breaks. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. That's on the list. And then I have hashtag Acer Tahanan SB19 1 month ago. Yeah, I have it on my list. There, like I said, I have like 5 SB19 videos. I have Acer Tahanan SB19. I have SB19 Akon dance rehearsal video. Damn 8-ton ball Dunka Crimson. What else did I say? Oh, SB19's BGC New Year's Eve performance, full performance. Is that it? I thought there was a 4th one. Did I go past it? Oh, yeah, SB19 performs 8-ton ball live on the Wish Bus at the USA. And now I can take Black Veil Bride's Certainty off of this, because we watched that yesterday. Remove from playlist. When's the new song coming out? Called Visa? When is that coming out? Hello, hello. I missed you all too. When is this new song called Visa coming out? I haven't heard nothing about that. But then again, I haven't been even, like, following anything. Actually, I think the last sighting on me on the internet before I kind of went dark was I was invited on Uncle Chuck's podcast where we had to like I don't know, we did a lot of stuff. It was fun. But yeah, right after that is when I kind of was like I'm like I had fun with Uncle Chuck and everybody. It was fun. Never been on a podcast before. That was different, but it was fun. Wait, is there anything on YouTube? Wait, let me look. Wait. Now you guys got me all kerfuffled. I don't think that's a word, but you know what I mean. No, it's just called Visa? Oh. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, okay. He said, "Walla, walla, walla." La ang visa. Noipi, 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 noipi. I don't know that word. Oh, bro. Yeah, I did see that they were gonna do a Saw kickoff album. I did see that. But I didn't hear about this Visa. This sounds sick. It has like this kind of like it sounds like, I might be wrong, but like a bachata or like a salsa like kind of vibe to it. It kind of sounded like, I don't know, bro. Noipi is slang for Filipinos. Okay. Is it like a slang I shouldn't use? You know, some slangs are for certain groups of people are forbidden. Is that one of the forbidden ones? Or is it okay for me to say that? Since I'm not a Filipino. Actually, the Filipinos in one stream, they were like, you're Mexican close enough, we might as well be cousins. And I was like, didn't you guys say that? Or am I making that up? I make up a lot of stuff, but no, it's not one of the forbidden ones. Cool. Oh wait, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? If it was, then you wouldn't have Pablo screaming it, right? Duh. I should have used my brain on that one. But no, it sounds like, it sounds a little like bachata. No, yeah, I've heard Pinoy. I've just never heard of Noipi. I have something in the back of my throat. Like, have you... Not like I'm gonna choke, just like... like, what do you call it? A scratch in the back of my throat. I thought it was Spain. I thought it was the Spanish that colonized y'all. Was it the Mexicans too? Was it my people too? Everyone always said it was just the Spanish. Was it my people that colonized y'all too? Is that why they said we're basically cousins? 'Cause I'm a Mexican and you're a Pinoy? Isn't it the Spaniards? I was gonna say, I know that y'all were colonized by the Spain, by Spain, because that's why you guys have a lot of Spanish-sounding words, in Tagalog. Like we've talked about that, but when I read, it's because Mexicans, and I'm like, so you guys were colonized by the Spaniards and the Mexicans? Both? Filipinos like to reverse words. Haha. Like Pablo 18 calls him Olab. Yeah, but I've actually never heard that. That's funny. Bro, if I was gonna say, if it was actually the Mexicans, I would be like, well, no. But anyways, in one stream, they were just like, you're Mexican. That's close enough. We're basically cousins, and I was like, yay. So then do they call Ken Neck? Like Lodi for idol? I've never heard this. I've never heard of this phenomenon. So it's like a cultural thing for y'all to reverse the letters in something? Like what I mean is it's your culture, like it's a common practice, yes? You guys know me, I'm very interested in other people's cultures. I freaking love it. Like, it's like, why do you think why do you think I speak so much Russian and know so much about Russia? Is because I take the time to talk to Russian people. In what? Song? In what song these lyrics Oh, I get what you're saying. You're saying that Pablo even does it in the in lyrics in the song What? Interesting. See, I would have never caught that. I would have never caught that. I legit didn't even know that was a thing. And I know a shitload about your culture. Y'all, over this past 8 months that y'all have been, you know, with me, because I think my first SB19 reaction, because we don't count whatever those ladies' names are. Fourth Impact, they don't count. So I started with 18 about 8 months ago. Y'all been stuck with me for 8 months. And you guys have spent many hours in my 9-hour streams and have told me a lot about your culture, and this is literally something new. I have to go. I still have a lot to do before going to bed. So damn late today. Yeah. All right. Have a good week, sissy. Love you. Be safe. Goodbye, kisses. Mwah. Mwah. No, what I mean is, like, you guys have been stuck with me for like 8 months, and you guys have spent countless hours telling me about your stuff, and it's crazy that that's never came up. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember it now, and I'm going to, like, obsess over it until I learn, like, the ins and outs of it. Because, like learning a slang to one word isn't really a big deal to me, but learning, like, an actual cultural thing that's new, it's why I get obsessed with other people's cultures and languages and stuff. Oh, you also became 18 about the same time as me? See? I'm not the only newcomer here. Hello, Lixie. Sorry, bro. I'm glad Tommy isn't in here, cause she'd be screaming at me. She'd be like, "Mr. J, put on your glasses." I have glasses. I just forget to put them around my neck, cause she always sees me squinting. Because I'm supposed to wear glasses. Oh, these are so dirty because I haven't worn them in so long. Yeah, Lexi Diamonds. That's why live streaming is good, because we get to learn new things. Yeah, for sure. I think I was talking about that earlier. Like, I enjoy streaming a lot more than I do. I mean, I don't dislike making videos, but I enjoy streaming a lot more than I do making videos. The thing is if I only streamed and didn't upload videos, then, well, I wouldn't lose subscribers, but I don't think I would grow. Some people come to my show to watch the live streams because take for example, Sissy will sit here every Sunday for years now. Like Sissy's one of the OGs. She's from France. Do I cover any French music on the channel? No. Have we watched a crap load of French stuff on streams? Yeah. But she doesn't watch my channel to watch the short form content, or not short form, but you know, the my episodes. She comes to watch the live stream. So I have to make I have to do both. Because this is 2026, people. Where we gotta get to 100,000 subscribers this year. This is the year. 2026 is the year. I'm not that far. I'm like 30,000 subscribers away. I'm over the hump. I'm over the, unless I say something retarded and get canceled, or you know what I mean, like, which you know that's never gonna happen because. One, I've basically told y'all everything. Y'all know everything about me. Y'all even know my criminal record, which is not even really a criminal record. I got a DUI once 1,000 years ago when I was young and stupid. But I didn't go to jail. I've never been to jail, you know. I'd have never. But I mean, the main reason why I mean is because I was in the army for so frickin' long. The army's got rules. The army's got rules, people. I had to follow rules because I liked my rank. So, you know, I wasn't in particular situations that would get me in trouble that the normal, I don't know. No, but what I'm saying is like there's nothing like say like one of my sisters come in the chat and say, well, this is Mr. J's sister and he's done X, Y, and Z. My sister wouldn't do this. I'm just giving you an example. If she said, hey, Mr. J's done X, Y, and Z, I would be like, that I've told them, because y'all know I used to do drugs. I've told you that, right? So if anyone wanted to ever just be like, oh, he was a drug addict, and it's like, yeah, keyword is was, and the point is I've been sober for years. I was addicted to opiates for 2 years of my life, and people want to hold it against me. But I've told you, I was a drug addict. I used to drink too much whiskey. Like, I've got a DUI. They've never been to jail. Like, take for example, if someone wanted to make a rumor about me or whatever, and someone's like, oh, I know Mr. J in real life, and he like, and I'll say something even like super wild. Like, if someone came in chat one day and was like, oh, Mr. J, like, I know him personally, and he was accused of like touching a child or something weird like that, I would laugh, because I'd be like, what are you even talking about? Because people who actually know me know how I feel about, well, no, even I've talked about it with you guys. What have I always told you? I go, women and children are always off limits, right? Remember I told you? I've said that a million times. Like, yo, what happens between two grown men is what happens between two grown men. But in my book, I draw the line at women and children. In other words, if I see someone put their hands on a child in a way or a woman in a way, remember I've had, well, those of you that are new, like this is the first year I haven't, this last year was the first year I haven't had a black eye. But what I'm saying is there's nothing I can get canceled for what I've done up to now, right? But who's to say that I'm not going to say something crazy to get canceled, which is not, what I'm saying is I don't have a squeaky clean record, but I've been transparent enough with all of you all that there's nothing that y'all don't know. Like there's some war stories that I've only told my older brother because he's the only person I talk to about that. By the way, hey, everybody, listen up now. My brother made a YouTube channel. I finally talked him into it. And if you want someone who kind of looks like me and kind of has the same mannerisms like me, only he's a little bit calmer than me. You'll see in his videos. But he just started a YouTube channel. He's like 6 videos in. I think he's doing great. I think he's a natural. He's very, very good at talking. You know me, I can just sit here and ramble for an hour about nothing and y'all sit here and watch it. He's very he's not as scatterbrained as me. How do I find his channel? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so this year we're getting to 100,000.
Why we're going to court.
Oh, wait. Damn it. So this year we're getting to 100,000. See, I just went off on a tangent on about getting canceled. Like, what are we even talking about? Oh wait, I can just go to my history, right? Because I accidentally clicked on it earlier. Yeah, I'm trying to find the link. Hold on. Can't I just type it up here? I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's just Book of Matthew. So yeah. You guys, as soon as you click on it, you'll be like, oh, he does look like you. Everybody go click on that and tell me that doesn't look like me. Now, he is much shorter than me. He's like 5'5" or something, and I'm like 5'10". I'm the tallest one in my family. I don't know why. Everyone in my family's short. I'm the tall one. Everyone's 5'5" and below, basically. What else are we going to do this year? We're going to get to 100,000 subscribers. We're going to start streaming more often because you all like it and I also enjoy doing it. So we're going to be doing that. I'm also going to start talking about politics and geopolitical events and current events because I like talking about that. Because there's this video I've been wanting to watch and react to, but well, I'll show you what it is. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to watch it on stream because I want to know more about it, and I'll tell you exactly why. Is because I was watching a video about Vitaly finally getting deported back to Russia. You know, Vitaly, the one that was locked up for 10 months in the Philippines for acting a fool. He effed around and found out. In the comments section of that video about Vitaly, people were like talking about something that we have talked about before, but only lightly, because we don't talk about stuff like that on the channel until now. But you know, we've kind of skirted around the whole part about Filipino government being corrupt as fuck. And so people were bringing it up in the comments section. They were like basically saying, okay, well, you can't fix the corruption in our country, but you can spend time on... They were basically talking shit to there was Filipinos talking shit to the Filipino president because he was having a press conference about sending Vitaly back. And, where the hell is it? Anyways, so when I was reading those comments, I remembered a stream I did like this several months ago where when there was all that garbage going on, when people were talking shit about SB19 and Ben because they were on the social medias talking about the corruption and all that stuff, but they were framing it in a different way. Where is my... It's this playlist. So I clicked on... Hold on. Shut up! Sorry, it auto played. I gotta find it. But when that happened, I started looking... I looked up a video about the corruption going on in the Filipino government, and I was like, holy crap, I can't just watch this and not give my opinion on it. So once I saw that, I was just like, where is it now? I don't even know how all of these videos are sorted. How long ago was the Vitaly release thing? It was like a week ago or something. No. So, how long ago was it? This was several months ago. What happened was, on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, Pablo had made a post and they claimed that Pablo was like drunk or high or something. This was a long time ago, but Pablo and Josh were talking crap about the government like on like TikTok or something. This happened a long time ago. Hey, some of these 18 in here have to know what I'm talking about. Y'all told me about it. Anyways, they were talking smack about the government, and then people on Twitter or X or whatever it's called were talking smack, saying that Josh and Pablo were drunk, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. And then Ben was also talking about it, and they were getting, but then did I like just snap right past it? Maybe I didn't. Anyways, on my other channel, I'm going to start talking. I'm going to talk. Yes, I know Ben and Ben were singing. These are two different instances. I'm sorry I'm sorry I wasn't more clear about that. But okay, I just need to get to my point. My point is the live streams are going to be all over the place. Yes, there you go. Thank you, Yakun. I knew you knew exactly what I was talking about. I'm Lixie. I'm sorry. I'm just bad at explaining things sometimes, but chat usually figures out what I'm trying to talk about, and they know. So that's why Yakun is a mod, because she knows Mr. J is trying to say something, but yeah. Exactly. Thank you. But it was a long time ago. But you know I'm a real 18 because I remember that shiz. Right? I remember when that happened because I was like, what are you talking about? Like, just because they cursed and to talk, like, that doesn't mean they were on, because they were saying they were on drugs. And I was like, my Pablo doesn't do no drugs. Oh, no. So my point is, okay, sorry, I had to reset. So my point is I'm gonna start talking about that stuff. I'm gonna start talking about, I feel like it's my it's my duty as someone with a platform as big as mine. I think I should talk about things that are important to me. Like, I don't think it's okay that people I care about in the Philippines are, their government's corrupt. Right? I don't like that my friends, both in Russia and in Ukraine, I don't like that they're always on both sides. They're always in danger. Everybody can attest on my show that I grow a tad attached to my audience, and I care about my audience, their well-being. And so I stay informed about what's going on in those respected countries, But I'd like to believe that that's just because I have a big heart. I didn't know getting into this. I've only been doing this over for like 3.5 years now or something. I didn't know getting into this that it would blow up into a big thing. Honestly, I had no expectations. I'm doing well. But I just feel like it's my duty to talk about stuff that I care about. care about the Philippines. I care about Russia, Ukraine. I care about what's going. Watch yesterday's 5-hour stream. It was just me screaming about how effed up everything is in my country. I haven't even got to making videos about other countries because I spent 5 hours ranting about live news conferences lying to the American people because my country is so cooked. Everybody thinks that like the United States is this bastion of freedom, and it's the Minneapolis is on fire at least once every 3 years. So there's that. I mean, I'm done staying quiet about stupid stuff and injustices I see going on. I feel like it's my duty. I have a platform now to talk about important stuff. Now, am I going to post videos about that stuff here? No, that's going to go on my other channel. But when I stream on this channel, I'm going to cover everything. But this will still be a music channel. The normal videos will stay music. The live streams will be a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. There's a lot of stuff I like to talk about. This is why I ended up subscribing to your channel, Mr. J. Well, yeah, you know, it's funny that you say that because I have had a lot of people from different countries, not just 18. I'm talking from other countries where they're like, what's my other channel? I think it's just called Mr. J. Let me find the link. The last time I uploaded on there was like when I talked about Charlie Kirk. So it's been the channel has been in the works for a while. I only think there's only like let's see. How do I get to my... So this is the channel where I will be putting basically anything that's not music related for now will probably go on this channel. So basically, if you want to watch my 5-hour rant while reacting to like my national news lying to the people about stuff, you can do that. You can watch the 5-hour stream I did yesterday, but if you don't want to, I'm going to chop it up into segments to then post on this channel. Because people don't come to watch... See, what I've noticed is people come to watch my live streams to... People come to my show... There are two types of people who come to my show. There are the people who come only for my episodes, my videos. That's it. There are people that come only for the live streams. That's it. The people that come for my videos, they want to hear me talk about music. They want my opinion on their favorite artists. Why would I start uploading political crap on an already successful channel? You know what I mean? I wouldn't start posting political videos on this channel because that's not why they come to this channel to watch videos. They come to watch videos about music from all different countries. Now there's the other type of people who just come here for the streams. the people who come here for the streams, they like to hear my opinion on stuff other than music. Why do you think I can stream for 9 hours at a time? It's because I have an engaging chat. If I didn't have a chat, if I ask people, I've sat here for 10 minutes sometimes because I sometimes am not a patient person. I'm not perfect. I've sat here for 10 minutes before and no chat, and I just ended the stream. And then people like were hitting me up and they were like, we were watching you and then you just stopped. And I'm like, no one was in the chat, so I just assumed no one was here. But the reason why I'm able to stream for 9 hours at a time is because I have an engaging chat. I talk to my chat. You know, some of the best parts about being a content creator, you know, it's crazy because I don't have a Facebook or a social media, whatever, right? And so, but I remember in the early Facebook days when I did have a Facebook, when people started getting like mad at what I would say, I would hate my own comment section. Whereas as a content creator, probably the most rewarding part of being a content creator is reading all of your comments and also interacting with your comments and interacting and reading chat during live. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and over the past 4 years, I don't think it's been quite 4 years. I think if you go to my first video, I don't think it says 4 years yet, but it's been almost 4 years. The community, the chat, the comments have gotten me through a lot of really, really tough times, you know? Like when my dog passed away, that almost broke me. I'm not gonna lie, like that almost broke me, but I got through it with the help of, well, A, therapy, and B, all of you, you know? So yeah, one of the most, because, you know, as you know, Uncle Chuck always tells you all in his, he's like, please super chat or please super thanks, because we don't make any money as reactors to music. And that's true. Like, I'm not making thousands of dollars a month doing this. But guess what? I have thousands of hours into this. Like, I have like almost 2,500 uploads in just 3 years. Like, when I first started this channel, I sometimes did 20 videos a day. I'm not kidding. There used to be days where I would do 20 videos a day. And I would do 20 videos a day, and I'm going to start probably doing 20 videos a day, but it's going to be spread out, because I'll do 4 videos on this about music stuff. And the reason why I choose 4 is because over the years, in the 4 years I've been doing it, they changed. Back when I was doing like 10 to 12 videos a day, sometimes more, up to 21, I think is the highest I've done in one day. They would stop informing notifications after 8 or after 10 videos. So people wouldn't get notifications if I did 11th or a 12th or a 13th video, but that's fine because they were already watching the other 10. Then they switched it down to people only got 8 notifications if they had post notifications turned on. And now in 2026, it's down to, I think, 4. So if I do 4 videos, see, I've been trying to figure out why my views are all crazy. It's because people aren't getting notified because if I do more than 4 videos on this specific channel, It's only if I do more than 4 videos, then you're only any after 4, no one's gonna get notified. And so I want to continue to stream and I want to continue to make videos, but if I do 4 videos of music a day and 4 videos about what's going on in the world, then that's 8 videos I can do, and all the people are A, getting more of me and what I think about things other than music, and B, people are going to get notified when this stuff comes out. So frick. See, and then I tried to grab my glasses. I know it's random, but I did binge watch some of your videos. I'm sort of new to YouTube and your channel. I wondered if you have other videos. I've been scrolling your playlists. I agree, it's a lot. That's a hard question to answer. What do you mean other videos? I have thousands of videos. If you're wondering if they're other than music, no. But if you want to hear, if you give me a specific artist or a specific genre, I can tell you if I have something on my playlist to suit you, or if you want me to check something out. Yes, there were 20 videos a day. It's true. See, Dasha's another one of the OGs. Dasha remembers when I was popping out 20 videos a day. And I want to pop out 20 videos a day. I mean, I meant to say discovered your lives. Oh. Okay, let me reread that then. Let me reread that then. So you're wondering if I have other lives? Yeah, if you just go on my YouTube, it'll say shorts, it'll say videos, and then it'll say live streams, I think. Let me look at YouTube really quick. Hey, don't be sorry. Mr. J's super bad at explaining. That's why he has mods. Because I talk fast. I'm a fast speaker, so sometimes like what I want to be relayed comes out so fast, and then I'm like, I'm not sure that made sense, and then like someone who's more learned than me in the chat will be like, this is what he meant. So if you go to someone's YouTube channel, what does it look like? Shut up. I just played that because I wanted to watch it later. So it'll say home, video, shorts, podcasts. Well, this person doesn't have lives. Yeah, I probably have like over 100.
I know all of us have.
Oh my god, shut up in my ear. I probably have like I've probably done like over 100 live streams. I used to keep a count. I stopped counting. May 2025, and since I stopped playing, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. This is the one. We're in number 23. So that would be 113. I've done 113 streams. So if you want to go watch that random nonsense, you can, because we talk about, dude, I've talked, you know, I've been wanting to give it time, and I'm gonna give it more time, but I've talked so much garbage on Fourth Impact. I'm not gonna do it now because I'm giving it time, because they just lost their father and I'm a decent person. I'm gonna let them finish grieving before I ruin their year. But if you get into my live streams, be warned that I go a little off script sometimes. And yeah, there have been times where I just ask anybody. Live stream Mr. J and video Mr. J are completely different. No, I have them all saved on a I have all of the SB19 stuff that I missed because I've been gone for a month. You know what's funny is, hey, so everybody knows I didn't just stop talking to the Filipinos or any group of specific people. I completely disconnected at all. Like, I disconnected so much that Dasha believed at one point that I went to the Philippines and didn't tell anybody. And I finally had to, like, get on Instagram and say, just tell her, I'm not in the Philippines. Trust me, if I was in the Philippines, you would know. I'm right here at home. I've just been, but you know, I disconnected from anyone to the point where people were even like, people in Russia were like, hey, are you okay? Like, I had people on my last video, which was over a month ago, in Russian on a Cool Kid, or not Cool Kids, on a Stray Kids in Russian. They were like, Mr. J, we haven't seen you on YouTube in like a month. Like, are you alive? So I just kind of disconnected from everybody. But during that month, I did make a playlist of stuff from SB19 that I need to watch. So yeah, I was gone for a month. Life got a little tough there for a minute. You know, I spent my like 100th birthday alone, and it kind of got to me this year, and I just, instead of unloading and projecting that kind of sadness onto you all, I decided to take a step back, deal with my own stuff, because I didn't want to come on here and be like, I'm sad because no one wants to spend time with me on my birthday, because that's fucking pathetic. Even though that's what I was doing, but in private, obviously, you know. I can be pathetic in my private zone, not on, don't be cringy on the internet, right? But, like, no, instead of, like, acting a fool on the internet, I just worked on myself, you know? I did a lot of thinking. I changed a lot of lifestyle habits in the past month. I've changed my diet and exercise. I barely eat any meat. I only eat basically what poor Koreans eat because it's healthy and it's cheap. I basically just eat seaweed. Well, not just seaweed. I'll have to show you. You know what I mean? Seaweed sheets. That's not what they're called. Here, I'll show you. Like this. So it's like a seaweed sheet, right? Come on, you guys have to have this in the Philippines, right? It's not just a Korean thing. Because every Asian country I've ever been to, every Asian country I've been to, they've had seaweed like that. Oh yeah, trust me. No. You don't have to apologize for explaining yourself. Stop apologizing, Lixie, okay? You don't have to apologize for speaking your mind. Trust me, if one of my mods tell me, "Hey, someone's acting crazy," then maybe like apologize, but no, don't, like, you're sweet, but you don't have to apologize for being wordy because I never know what I'm talking about. But I'm glad that you like my rants. What is going on with the wheels of this chair? You know, this chair, I've had this chair. I got it when I first started doing this. So this chair is like 4 years old. I should probably get a new one, right? It's because it's the thing is it's uncomfortable. It's not comfortable. So here's the thing. I used to drink a lot like several years ago when I first started this. And so I was fat. And so I had more meat on my bones. And so this chair wasn't as uncomfortable when I was fat, but when I got unfat, this chair is just I don't know, it needs more cushion because I lost all my natural cushion, if that makes sense. But also the wheels keep getting like, I don't know. So, okay, that makes sense. So in Korea, they use it for every day. Oh, so basically what I was saying is basically changed my diet to because I lived in Korea for several years. So, and I assimilated into a country like someone should when they're living in someone else's country. Like, I went to college in Pyeongtaek University just to learn how to speak, to learn the language. I I understood that I was in another country and I had to respect their culture, and I actually immersed myself in their culture. When I did that, I learned how to cook Korean food. I learned to love Korean food. So right now, all I basically eat is kimchi, eggs, rice, spam, and like not in that order, but so basically I take a pot of water and I put it on the stove, right? I think I already explained this, but I'm gonna do it again, and dang it. Anyways, for dinner, I like take a pot and I put water in it and I turn it on high to get the water boiling. While the water's boiling, I just take chunks of spam, which is the only meat I eat. So I almost eat no meat, but I do throw some spam in there. And then I take a handful of kimchi and I throw it in the pot. And then I take my bottle of gochujang, which is it's like I don't know how to explain it. I think it's just like considered Korean chili paste, but I squirt like probably 2 tablespoons, maybe more, of gochujang into the water, and then I crack 1 egg into it, right? And so you get all that umami flavor from the kimchi. Oh, and then I take 3 strips of seaweed and I put it in there for that fish sauce, because I don't have fish sauce because it's hard to get where I'm at. But I put the seaweed in there while it's boiling. So anyways, all that umami flavor from that kimchi and that gochujang, that egg, all boiling. And then all you gotta do is add noodles and the ramen noodles into the boiling water. Let them get al dente. Take the pot to the side. Put in the seasoning packet that's already provided, because I eat a specific Korean only because of the spiciness it has. But yeah, it's basically a mix between kimchi jjigae and which is basically just kimchi stew. And a mix between kimchi jjigae and I don't know what just happened. Yeah, kimchi jjigae and like a classic ramen. Meatloaf is much better than Spam. What are you talking about? Meatloaf is actually food. Wait. Am I missing something? Lixie, where are you from? No, you're not spamming the chat. Calm down. You're fine. Where are you from? I think I'm assuming that you're from the Philippines, but I'm guessing you're not, and that's my bad. Oh, you are in the Philippines. So, On one of SB19's show breaks, I think it was, they cooked this Filipino stew, and that's kind of similar to kimchi jjigae. That's what they told me while I watched it on stream. Well, Dasha, it's hard for me to get these things where I live as well. No one that lives around here puts gochujang or kimchi or... That's not just a Russia thing, trust me. Yes, kari. Yep, you're absolutely right. So when we were watching them make kari, I was like explaining to them about kimchi jjigae, and they were like, "That's pretty close to what we." So yeah. But I had a friend from Malaysia, and he just ate rice and kimchi all the time when I was with him, even though kimchi is a Korean thing. But yeah, I basically could survive any Asian country because I can survive off of rice. And I'm saving so much money just eating like a poor Korean person. Like, when I up my game, I'll start making like some bulgogi, because I do know how to make bulgogi and kimchi, and I do know how to make kimchi fried rice, and I do know how to make bibimbap. It's just there are certain ingredients that to make these other things that I have to order off of Amazon, because I live in the middle of nowhere. There's no what we call in the United States like Asian grocery stores. We have those in bigger cities, but in the middle of nowhere, like I said, no one even knows what gochujang is, let alone sell it here, right? So, you know, I am lucky enough that I can find some ingredients locally, but once I start upping my game, I'll have to buy some things. But I'm right now currently happy with where I am, because I can right now sustain myself at a very cheap level as far as food, because food is so expensive. Everything's so expensive. But I've been getting by very well with just eating rice and kimchi and ramen and eggs, but you know, mixed in different ways, obviously. But you could do a lot with eggs, kimchi, rice, gochujang, spam. I mean, I could make a broke person's version of kimchi fried rice easy right now. The only things I don't have right now are scallions, green onions, and what else goes into that? Because I have the kimchi and the gochujang. I don't have the scallions, the shallots. There's one other ingredient I'm missing. But I could just make a poor man's version of it and just throw some oil in a pan, throw some rice, throw some kimchi, throw some eggs in, and there you go. But to properly make it, yeah, I need scallions and green onions at the least, which I do not have currently. But you can make so much with just like some rice and some ingredients. People say I've been smiling a whole lot more lately. Well, that's not true. Before the beginning, before yesterday, people were saying that because yesterday's stream was a little hostile. I wasn't hostile for any particular reason other than just watching the mainstream media news is just like rage baiting at this point. Because I actually know what's going on, and when people are lying, pisses me off. Oh, that was something else. I thought, oh, I hope that's something else. Oh, but I eat in the morning after I do my workout, after I work out. After people who've been here for a while know that because when I stream in the mornings, I eat my banana, my Greek yogurt, and my protein shake after my workout. So I do have that in the morning. So I have Greek yogurt, bananas, protein shake, and then all of that rice and all that stuff throughout the day and evening. You can grow your own green onion. Place a bulb in a glass under your windowsill and you'll have green onions growing. You can just grow them indoors? You know what's funny? Adding you to the group chat was the first time I had even entered the group chat in like a month. And that's the first thing I did before I even said, I think I said like, I'm back and like, I'm gonna go live. I said something like that. The first thing I did, because you can see that it says you were added and then I was like, I'm back. The first thing I did is I checked the requests because I think only Golden Zebra has access to that. Golden Zebra is also one of my mods. I think she's the only one who has the access to that. And she didn't. I guess she hadn't checked. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know when you requested it, but Golden Zebra has a life, so that's fine if she missed it. But yeah, the first thing I did when I opened up the group chat is it showed me that I had a notification, and I clicked it immediately. But yeah, welcome to the secret chat. There's actually not that many people in there. I think there's, what, 30 of us in there? But I talked to... Well, I don't have to lie about this. I talked to Dasha more than I talked to anyone. Well, I either talked to my brother or I talked to Dasha. because I try to talk to Dasha at least every day. We've known each other for a very long time. But other than Dasha and my eldest brother, who has a YouTube channel, by the way, that you should subscribe to. Other than my brother and Dasha, I talked to the secret chat on what's it called? The Mr. J's 18 Squad group chat. I talked to them like the third most of anyone on the planet. So I'm surprised there's not more people in there, but that's fine. I don't need to talk to all 70,000 of y'all. That would be crazy. Yeah, that guy. That guy. It's so funny when I see a picture of him because, like, if he was, like, as tall as me, he wouldn't, like, you can tell he's my brother. You can tell he looks like me, but the reason why he looks, like, far different than me is because I have, like, 5 inches on him. Like, I'm the weird one in our family that's, like, 5 inches taller than everyone else. And so... Oh, yeah, I couldn't handle talking to 70,000 people. That would get out of control. I mean, I have a hard time replying to comments. I try to heart and like as many as I can. I do read all my comments. I'm still that person. I don't reply to all my comments, but I do actually read all my comments because I have an iPad right there. Well, it's right there right now. It's sometimes over there, but I have an iPad that lights up every time I get a comment, a notification, or yeah. Oh, why is it over here? And I appreciate all of you. All right. I think 3.5 hours is good for today. But thanks for watching. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm gonna start, like, posting videos on my other channel as well. Streams will probably always be on this show. Or on this specific channel, mostly because until that new channel, like, picks up the pace. What the hell am I talking about? I'm sorry. I started looking at I'm sorry. See, that's the thing. I'll start talking about something and then I'll start reading the chat and I'll get stuck. So let me finish what I was saying. So I'm live streaming from this point about anything and everything will still be on this channel. But I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow. But I'm gonna be uploading to both channels, and I'm still trying to figure that out. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for subscribing. I know you can't see me. It's because of my weird corner. I don't want to turn on a light. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow. I don't know. Somewhere between 12 and... I don't know. Like around noon US time. And I'm sorry. I know that's very late for all of you. But whatever. If I get done with my workout earlier, maybe I'll start like at 11. I don't know. Whatever. I'll stream tomorrow something probably. Maybe. And I'll upload somewhere. Maybe. Something will happen tomorrow when it comes to Mr. J on YouTube. Can we just leave it at that? Something tomorrow will happen. I'm back, okay? I know I've said I'm back. Right? I'm back. But 2026 is going to be different, okay? It's going to be different. I've grown as a person. I've learned a lot. So, YouTube is not just a straight line. If you want to do other things, you can, as long as you enjoy doing what you do. And I enjoy being a content creator. But I also like a lot more stuff than just music, and that's just the way it is, and it's getting hard to even, like, explain that without other people, you know? Right now, I gotta... Anyways. Das Vidania. Moja Lubov. And thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!